Welcome back, everyone, to the Deep Dive. Today, we're diving deep into the world of supplements, and this one's especially for you, based on what you're into.
Oh, that's great. I'm excited to dive in.
We'll be exploring an article from WebMD. It's called Supplements, What You Really Need.
Okay,
And we really want to help you cut through the noise. You know, there's so much out there about supplements.
so much.
And we want to help you make informed decisions,
Yeah.
about what you're putting into your body.
Absolutely. It's important to be informed.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. Actually, you know how many people just um, sort of assume that a multivitamin is like uh, a health solution,
Right.
a one-size-fits-all kind of thing.
Yeah.
But research shows they might not be, quite the magic bullet that we think they are.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The article even mentions that multiple studies haven't found strong evidence to support, multivitamins preventing things like memory loss or heart disease or cancer.
Right. And what's even more surprising is that taking too many nutrients in pill form could actually be harmful.
Oh, wow.
The experts in the article, they emphasize that, focusing on a balanced diet, plenty of fruits and vegetables, whole grains, that's a much better way to go
It makes sense.
to get those nutrients you need.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So maybe we should be putting down the pill bottle
maybe.
and picking up a plate of colorful veggies instead.
I like that. I like that image.
Now, what about vitamin D? You know, we hear so much about vitamin D, especially for its importance for bone health.
Hmm.
Have you ever had your vitamin D levels checked?
I have, yeah. And I think it's a great idea, especially if you live in a region, with limited sunlight.
Right.
We get vitamin D from sunlight, of course, and some foods like salmon and tuna and fortified foods.
Mm-hmm.
While supplements, they're commonly recommended if you have a deficiency, but several studies haven't found them to offer any significant benefits for those who aren't deficient.
That's really interesting. It seems like there's a lot of hype around vitamin D supplements.
Yeah.
But what about if you are deficient?
Right.
The article mentioned that too much vitamin D can actually be harmful.
It can be, yeah.
Oh,
It's all about balance, isn't it, with everything?
right.
That's why it's crucial to talk to your doctor about, your individual needs. They can help you determine if a supplement is necessary, and if so, what dosage is right for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So vitamin D, important, but proceed with caution.
Proceed with caution, yeah.
Now let's switch gears to folic acid. This is a supplement that's especially crucial for women who are pregnant or planning to become pregnant.
It is.
Right.
Absolutely. It plays a vital role in preventing serious birth defects
Right.
of the baby's brain and spine. The CDC even recommends a daily supplement of 400 micrograms, in addition to, what you get from your diet. So that's not something to take lightly.
Yeah, definitely something to put on the radar. Speaking of crucial nutrients, the article mentions that most of us don't get enough fiber, even though it's a powerhouse for our overall health.
Oh, fiber's incredible. It helps with everything, from cholesterol control and blood sugar regulation to improving digestion.
Wow.
But here's the thing. Women under 50 need 25 grams daily, and men need 38.
Oh,
And research shows that only 5 to 9% of us actually hit those targets.
wow. That's a pretty alarming statistic.
It is, yeah.
Let's be honest. Who actually enjoys eating enough broccoli and lentils every day to reach those numbers?
Yeah,
That's where those fiber supplements come in handy, right?
right. You're right. They can be really helpful in bridging the gap.
Yeah,
But it's important to start slowly and increase your intake gradually. You also want to make sure you're drinking plenty of water,
of course. Yeah.
because fiber absorbs water and can cause some discomfort if you're not adequately hydrated. And of course, a quick chat with your doctor before adding any new supplement is always a good idea, especially if you're on medications like aspirin.
Good advice. Now let's dive into the world of fish oil. It's become such a popular supplement for heart health. Many people touting its benefits.
Yeah. Fish oil is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and GHA.
Right.
And those have been linked to a lower risk of heart disease.
Mm-hmm.
However, research on fish oil supplements is ongoing, and there are some indications that omega-3s in pill form might not be as effective as those obtained directly from fish.
So does that mean we should be wary of fish oil supplements?
Well, the FDA um, recommends keeping your daily intake of EPA and DHA from supplements under 2 grams. And as always, talking to your doctor is a good idea to see if fish oil is right for you and to determine the appropriate dosage.
It sounds like there's a lot more to fish oil than meets the eye. Now, this next one was a surprise to me. Calcium supplements. I've always thought of calcium as being essential for strong bones, but the article had some unexpected information about it.
Yeah, yeah. The common assumption that everyone needs a calcium supplement, that's actually challenged in this article.
Okay.
Unless your doctor recommends it, you might not need one at all.
Really?
Some research has even linked calcium supplements to an increased risk of heart disease and prostate cancer.
Like, really? That's news to me. If we're not supposed to rely on supplements, what's the best way to get enough calcium for healthy bones?
The article highlights the importance of weight-bearing exercise
Right.
and a diet rich in calcium-rich foods like yogurt, almonds, dark leafy greens, and for vitamin D, which helps you absorb the calcium fish or fortified foods.
So it's all about a holistic approach, combining diet and exercise.
Exactly.
Now, what about joint supplements? So many people swear by glucosamine and chondroitin for arthritis. Do they really work?
Glucosamine and chondroitin, they're naturally found in our cartilage, and they're incredibly popular supplements for joint health.
Mm-hmm.
However, the research on their effectiveness for pain relief or preventing arthritis, that's mixed.
Okay.
Some studies show a reduction in pain for people with osteoarthritis, particularly in the knees.
Mm-hmm.
While others haven't shown any significant benefit, it's still a topic that researchers are exploring.
So it's a bit of a mixed bag. Is it worth trying them, or should we just stick to traditional pain management strategies?
Most doctors believe there's no harm in giving them a try. But as always, it's crucial to consult with your doctor to make sure they won't interact with any medications you're taking.
Got it. Talk to your doctor first. It's a recurring theme.
It is. It's a good one, though.
It is.
Yeah.
Let's move on to vitamin C. We all know it's important for immunity, but do we really need to be popping those vitamin C supplements?
Well, most people can easily get enough vitamin C from their diet.
Okay.
The article points out that just 3/4 of a cup of orange or a half a cup of red bell pepper provides over 150% of your daily vitamin C needs.
So those mega dose vitamin C supplements that claim to prevent or shorten colds, those might not be necessary after all.
Exactly. And while many people believe those megadoses can prevent or shorten colds, research hasn't consistently supported that idea.
So put down the supplements and pick up an orange.
Exactly. It's always best to prioritize getting your nutrients from whole foods.
Now let's talk about sleep. Melatonin is a popular supplement for those who have trouble sleeping. What's the lowdown on this sleep hormone?
Melatonin is a hormone our bodies naturally produce to regulate our sleep cycles. And it's also available in supplement form.
Mm-hmm.
But there's limited evidence on the long-term safety of taking it.
So when is it appropriate to use melatonin supplements?
Right.
And are there any potential side effects we should be aware of?
The article suggests it's best for short-term sleep issues like jet lag or temporary insomnia.
Okay.
However, you should be aware of potential side effects like drowsiness, headaches, dizziness, or even nausea.
Oh, wow.
And as always, it's best to consult with your doctor before starting any new supplement regimen.
Melatonin. Good for a quick fix, but use with caution.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's talk about magnesium, a mineral that plays a critical role in so many bodily functions.
Yeah.
It seems like magnesium deficiency is pretty common these days.
It is. Magnesium is involved in hundreds of processes in the body, from energy production to heart health. And you're right, many people aren't getting enough of it, even though it's found in various foods like nuts, seeds, whole grains, and leafy greens.
So are we all doomed to be magnesium deficient, or are there ways to combat this?
Right.
And what about magnesium supplements?
Well, before you reach for the supplements, remember that getting your nutrients from food is always the first step.
Right.
If you're concerned about your magnesium intake, talk to your doctor.
Mm-hmm.
They can assess your diet and advise you on whether a supplement is necessary, and if so, which type is best for you.
Magnesium, essential, but talk to your doctor. What a familiar refrain.
I know. It's a good one, though.
It is. Speaking of essential nutrients that decline as we age, let's talk about CoQ10. It's a powerful antioxidant that's been getting a lot of buzz lately.
Our bodies naturally produce CoQ10, and it's also available as a supplement. People um, use it for various reasons, including migraines, heart health, and even Parkinson's symptoms.
Oh, wow.
But the research on its effectiveness is limited and often contradictory.
So are there any safety concerns with CoQ10 that we should uh, be aware of, or is it pretty much a harmless supplement?
While it's generally well tolerated, CoQ10 can interact with blood thinners and insulin treatments.
Oh,
So that all important conversation with your doctor before taking it is essential.
got it. Let's move on to turmeric. This spice has been getting a lot of attention for its health benefits, particularly its anti-inflammatory properties.
Turmeric has been used in traditional medicine for centuries,
Mm-hmm.
and modern research is starting to uncover some of its potential benefits.
Right.
It contains a compound called curcumin, which has potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects.
So should we be adding turmeric to everything we eat? And what about turmeric supplements? Are they effective, and are there any risks involved?
Adding turmeric to your food is a great way to enjoy its flavor and potential benefits.
Okay.
And studies have shown that up to 8 grams per day in supplement form is considered safe.
Okay. Turmeric. Spice it up, but don't overdo it. Last but not least, let's talk about vitamin B12. It's an essential nutrient, yet so many people seem to be deficient in it.
It is. Vitamin B12 is crucial for red blood cell production, DNA synthesis, and nervous system health.
Mm-hmm.
The challenge is that certain groups are at higher risk of deficiency, including vegetarians and vegans, adults over 50, and those with certain digestive disorders.
What about those vitamin B12 shots that have become so trendy for weight loss? Are they legit, or is that just another health fad?
Unfortunately, there's no scientific evidence to support those claims. It's always best to focus on getting nutrients from a balanced diet and only consider supplements when there's a genuine need.
Okay.
And after consulting with your doctor.
It sounds like we've covered a lot of ground already.
We have, yeah.
What are some of the key takeaways from our deep dive into these common supplements?
One of the most important messages is that food should always be your primary source of nutrients. Supplements can be helpful in specific situations, but they shouldn't be considered a one-size-fits-all solution.
And of course, talking to your doctor before starting any supplements is absolutely essential.
Absolutely.
Like, and assess your individual needs, consider potential side effects,
Right.
and make sure the supplements won't interact with any medications you're taking.
You're absolutely right. And remember, the FDA, they don't approve supplements in the same way they approve prescription drugs.
Oh, right.
So doing your research and seeking professional guidance is crucial. What stands out to you from all this information?
Honestly, what's hitting me the hardest is that we can't just blindly assume that supplements are harmless.
Right.
Or that more is always better. There's a real need for personalized advice
Right.
and a critical eye, when navigating this complex landscape.
I agree. It's easy to get swept up in marketing hype, but it's so important to be informed and make choices that are right for our individual health needs.
This has been incredibly insightful. Before we move on to some other interesting supplements, do you have any final thoughts for our listener to ponder?
Here's something to think about
Mm.
with all the information. And let's
Mhm.
be honest, misinformation
Right.
out there about supplements. How can we empower ourselves to make truly informed decisions about our health?
That is a great question.
It's a question worth exploring further.
It is, and that's a great question to leave us with as we move into the next part of our deep dive. We'll be back in a flash to explore some other supplements you might be curious about.
Sounds good. You know, what's interesting is the article also touches on probiotics,
Oh yeah,
which have become, incredibly popular
yeah.
in recent years.
Mm.
They're often marketed as a cure-all for a range of health issues, from gut health to immunity.
Yeah, probiotics are definitely having a moment.
They are?
But what does the science actually say about their benefits? Do they live up to the hype?
Well, I think to understand probiotics, it's helpful to know that they're live microorganisms.
Okay.
essentially good bacteria
Mm.
that can offer health benefits when consumed in adequate amounts.
Mm-hmm.
They're naturally present in fermented foods like yogurt, kombucha, miso, and sauerkraut.
Right.
The idea is that consuming probiotics can help balance the good and bad bacteria in your gut, which can have a ripple effect on various aspects of your health.
So it's like introducing a friendly army of bacteria to fight off the bad guys in our gut. That
Exactly.
sounds pretty cool.
It does.
But are probiotic supplements as effective as getting them from food sources?
That's a great question, and the research is still emerging.
Okay.
While some studies suggest that probiotics can play a role in, improving digestion, soothing skin conditions, lowering cholesterol, and supporting the immune system,
Right.
it's not yet clear if popping a probiotic pill is as beneficial as enjoying a bowl of yogurt or, some kimchi.
So maybe we should stick to those delicious fermented foods rather than relying on supplements.
It's definitely worth considering. The
Okay.
article points out that most people, they don't need to take probiotic supplements daily.
Well,
Getting them from food is a natural and enjoyable way to support your gut health.
okay, good. Now, shifting gears a bit, let's talk about something that's not always considered a supplement,
Okay?
but is often taken in supplemental form. Fiber.
That's right.
Yeah.
Fiber is a type of carbohydrate that our bodies can't digest.
Hmm.
It's found in plant-based foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes.
Right.
The WebMD article we're deep diving into today really highlights just how crucial fiber is for our overall well-being.
You know what really caught my eye in this article was the range of benefits that fiber provides.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. It helps with everything from regulating blood sugar and lowering cholesterol to improving digestion and promoting a feeling of fullness.
Right.
But the article also points out that most of us are falling short when it comes to our fiber intake.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
The recommended daily intake for women under 50 is 25 grams, while men need 38 grams. Yet the article highlights research showing that only about 5 to 9% of us are actually hitting those targets.
That's a significant gap.
It is.
What are the implications of not getting enough fiber?
Well, insufficient fiber intake can contribute to a whole host of health issues,
Oh, wow.
including constipation, digestive problems, high cholesterol,
Mm-hmm.
and an increased risk of developing serious conditions like heart disease and type 2 diabetes.
So clearly getting enough fiber is important.
It is, yeah.
What can we do to boost our intake?
Well, the most effective approach is to make fiber-rich foods a priority in your diet.
Right.
Think whole grains, fruits, vegetables, legumes, and nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Think about ways to incorporate those foods into your meals and snacks throughout the day.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But what about those of us who struggle to eat enough high fiber foods? Are fiber supplements a viable option?
Fiber supplements can definitely be helpful in bridging the gap, but it's wise to approach them with a bit of caution.
Right.
The article suggests starting slowly and gradually increasing your intake to
Okay.
avoid potential side effects like gas, bloating, and cramping.
And I'm guessing drinking plenty of water when increasing fiber intake is crucial.
I got it.
Yeah.
Fiber absorbs water, so staying well hydrated is essential.
Right.
It helps prevent constipation and ensures that the fiber moves smoothly through your digestive system.
All right. So we've covered the importance of fiber and how to get enough of it.
We have.
Let's move on to another supplement that's often praised for its health benefits. Fish oil.
Fish oil is a great source of omega-3 fatty acids,
Right.
particularly EPA and DHA.
Mm-hmm.
These fatty acids have been linked to numerous health benefits, especially when it comes to heart health.
Yeah, I've heard that omega-3s can help lower blood pressure, reduce triglyceride levels, and improve overall cardiovascular health.
That's right.
But is it really necessary to take fish oil supplements to reap these benefits?
Right.
Can't we just eat more fatty fish?
That's a great question, and the answer isn't always black and white.
Yeah.
While getting omega-3s from fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines is ideal,
Mm-hmm.
supplements can be a practical option for those who don't consume enough fish regularly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if someone is considering adding fish oil supplements to their routine,
Right.
what are some key things they should keep in mind?
Well, first and foremost, it's essential to choose a high-quality supplement from a reputable brand.
Okay.
Look for supplements that have been third-party tested for purity and potency.
Right.
This helps ensure that you're getting a product that meets quality standards.
That's a great tip.
Yeah.
Anything else to consider?
The article we're discussing recommends keeping your combined daily intake of EPA and DHA from supplements under 2 grams.
Okay.
It's also worth noting that some fish oil supplements can interact with certain medications.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always wise to check with your doctor before starting any new supplement regimen.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about another supplement that's often associated with bone health, calcium.
Calcium plays a crucial role in building and maintaining strong bones.
Right.
But the article challenges the common assumption that everyone needs a calcium supplement.
Really? That's surprising.
It is, yeah.
Why is that? I always thought calcium supplements were a good idea for everyone.
Well, some research has suggested a potential link between calcium supplements and an increased risk of heart disease and prostate cancer.
Wow, that's concerning. So if we're not supposed to rely on supplements, what's the best way to ensure we're getting enough calcium without potentially increasing our risk of other health problems?
The article emphasizes the importance of a two-pronged approach:
Okay.
weight-bearing exercise and a diet rich in calcium-rich foods.
So it's all about building strong bones from the inside out.
Exactly.
What types of exercises are we talking about?
Think about activities that put stress on your bones,
Right.
like walking, jogging, dancing, and strength training.
Hmm.
These types of exercises help stimulate bone growth and strength.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And what about dietary sources of calcium? What foods should we be loading up on?
Well, dairy products like milk, yogurt, and cheese are excellent sources of calcium.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not a fan of dairy or follow a plant-based diet, there are plenty of other options.
Like what?
Leafy green vegetables like kale, collard greens, and spinach are good sources. Other plant-based options include fortified plant milk, tofu, almonds, and sesame seeds.
Okay, so we've got a whole arsenal of delicious calcium-rich foods to choose from.
We do.
Now, what about joint supplements? Are they worth considering, or is that just another marketing gimmick?
Joint supplements, especially glucosamine and chondroitin,
Right.
they're incredibly popular, particularly among people experiencing joint pain or those with arthritis.
Mm-hmm.
They're naturally found in cartilage,
Right.
the tissue that cushions our joints.
Yeah. So
And
do they actually work,
Yeah.
or are people just throwing their money away?
the research on glucosamine and chondroitin is somewhat mixed.
Okay.
Some studies have shown that they can provide modest pain relief and improve joint function,
Mm-hmm.
especially in individuals with osteoarthritis.
Okay.
However, other studies have not found significant benefits.
Right.
It's still a topic that researchers are exploring.
So is it worth trying them, or should people just stick to traditional pain management strategies?
Most doctors say there's no harm in giving them a try,
Okay.
especially if you're dealing with joint pain and haven't found relief from other methods.
Right.
However, it's important to keep in mind that these supplements can take several weeks or even months to show any noticeable effects.
Mm-hmm.
So patience is key.
And as we mentioned before, checking with your doctor before starting any new supplement is always a good idea, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They can help you assess if joint supplements are appropriate for you
Right.
and ensure they won't interact with any other medications you're currently taking.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. We've covered a lot of ground in this segment, from probiotics to fiber to fish oil.
Yeah.
Before we move on to the next batch of supplements, is there anything else you'd like to add about these particular ones?
I think it's crucial to remember that supplements aren't a magic solution
Right.
or a quick fix.
Yeah.
They can be helpful additions to a healthy lifestyle,
Right.
but they shouldn't be viewed as as a replacement for a balanced diet,
Right.
regular exercise, and other healthy habits.
That's a great point.
Yeah,
Supplements should complement, not replace a healthy foundation.
exactly.
All right, let's explore some other interesting supplements and the science behind their purported benefits. Okay, so we're back, ready to keep going on this supplement journey. What's next?
Well, let's talk about vitamin C. It's a popular one for sure,
Oh, yeah. Everyone thinks about vitamin C, especially when they start feeling a little sniffly.
right? The immune system booster.
Exactly, yeah. But does it really do what we think?
It's interesting because most people can actually get enough vitamin C just from their diet.
Oh, really?
The article says that just 34 of a cup of orange or 12 a red bell pepper, you're already over 150% of what you need.
Wow. So all those huge vitamin C pills, the mega doses, people take them to try and prevent colds or at least make them shorter.
Right. The research on those is pretty mixed. They don't always work as advertised.
So just stick with the food.
Getting vitamin C from whole foods, it's so much better, more reliable, and way more fun.
Makes sense. Food over supplements. Okay, what about melatonin? That's the sleep one, right? A lot of people use it.
Yeah, melatonin is a big one. It's a hormone our bodies actually make on their own to regulate sleep cycles, but it's also a popular supplement.
So is it safe? Like long term?
We don't really have enough research on that yet. There's limited evidence on the long-term effects of taking it as a supplement.
Okay, so when would it be when would you actually want to use melatonin? And are there any side effects to watch out for?
The article says it's best for those short-term sleep issues. You know, like if you've got jet lag or if you're having some insomnia, but it's temporary. But definitely talk to your doctor first, especially if you've got any other health stuff going on or taking other medications.
Always a good idea. Any common side effects?
Drowsiness, headaches, sometimes dizziness, and a few people even get nausea. And you always want to start with a low dose. See how your body reacts before you increase it.
So melatonin, useful, but carefully.
Mm.
Okay, next up, magnesium. This one's a mineral, and it doesn't always get a lot of attention, but it does a ton of stuff in our bodies.
Magnesium is like the unsung hero. It's involved in so much.
Yeah.
Energy production, how your muscles and nerves work, blood sugar control, hundreds of things, literally.
And it seems like a lot of people are low on it.
You're right. Magnesium deficiency is pretty common these days.
Why's that?
A few reasons. The way we farm now, it's depleted the soils, so even the food we grow has less magnesium than it used to. And then a lot of us eat processed foods, which don't have much magnesium either.
So how do we fix that? Supplements.
Well, like always, the first thing is to try and get it from actual food.
Okay, so what are some good magnesium foods?
Leafy greens like spinach and kale, those are great. And almonds, pumpkin seeds, black beans, even avocado. And this one you'll like, dark chocolate.
I'm listening. So lots of good stuff to get our magnesium levels up. Now, what about CoQ10? I've heard about that one. It's supposed to be a really good antioxidant.
CoQ10, yeah, it's an antioxidant that our bodies actually produce. It's important for making energy in our cells. But as we get older, we naturally make less of it.
So as we age, should we be taking a CoQ10 supplement?
There's some research that says it might help with certain things like heart failure or migraines, even Parkinson's disease. But we need more research to be sure and to know how much people should take.
Any risks?
Generally, it's safe if you follow the directions, but it can interact with some medications like blood thinners, which is why talking to your doctor before you start any new supplement is so important.
Can't say that enough. Okay, let's talk about turmeric. That spice has been around forever, used in traditional medicine, and now it's like the trendy anti-inflammatory thing.
Turmeric has this compound called curcumin. It's what gives turmeric that bright yellow color, and it's the one that has all those anti-inflammatory and antioxidant powers.
So should we be putting turmeric in everything? And what about supplements?
Adding turmeric to your food, yeah, it's delicious, and you might get some of those benefits. As for supplements, studies say up to 8 grams per day seems safe for most people.
Okay, so use it, enjoy it, but don't go crazy. All right, last one, vitamin B12. Super important, but lots of people are low on it.
Right. Vitamin B12, it's crucial for your cells to grow and develop properly. It helps make red blood cells, and it keeps your nerves working right. If you're deficient, you can get tired all the time, anemic, even nerve damage. It's serious.
What causes that deficiency?
Could be a few things. Maybe your diet isn't giving you enough B12. As you get older, sometimes your body has more trouble absorbing it. And some medical conditions can mess with your B12 absorption too.
So how do we get more B12?
Mostly, it's in animal products. Meat, poultry, fish, eggs, dairy. So if you're vegan or vegetarian, you'll want to look for foods that are fortified with B12 or talk to your doctor about a supplement.
That makes sense. Well, we've covered a lot of supplements today. It's been fascinating. What are some of the big things we want our listeners to remember?
The big one, always. Supplements are not a replacement for a healthy lifestyle. They can add to it, but you can't just pop pills and expect to be healthy.
Right. You need the good diet, the exercise, the sleep.
Exactly. And always, always talk to your doctor before you start any new supplements. So we can't say that enough. Everyone's different. You got different needs. Your doctor's the one who can give you the best advice.
Absolutely. So be informed, make good decisions about your health, and use supplements wisely if you use them at all. It's been great learning about this with you.
It has. Thanks for having me.
And to all our listeners, stay curious, keep learning, and we'll catch you on the next deep dive.